The PC market has been on a downhill decline for quite some time now. There's no innovation, nothing new coming out, but when it comes to the monitor space, there's been some really cool things happening.
And this one right here is a great example of that. This is an Innocn 27-inch QD OLED monitor that is 1440p and 500 Hz. And honestly, the price is expensive, but it's better than you might think. And we're gonna unbox it and react to how awesome it is after a word from today's sponsor.
What do you got? Jackson, are you good?
No, I just lost this entire week's worth of footage.
Isn't there some sort of like recovery program?
A what?
Oh, you mean Wondershare's Recover It software, today's sponsor. Recover It is the all-in-one data recovery tool that we've used tons of times here at the office when footage is lost or corrupts. Recover It supports storage recovery from all devices, over 2,000 to be more specific, and as well as over 1,000 file formats. This software can recover files and data from formatting issues, file corruption, or just deleted files quickly and easily. Recover It V14 brings all-around upgrades, including smarter AI repair with enhancement features, specialized recovery for cameras, drones, and more. And it even supports the entire Mac ecosystem now. To give Recover It a try, just download and install the software, insert and select the drive that you want to recover from. Then once it's loaded, Wondershare's Recover It software will show you the files you can take back. Choose the ones you want back, and then let the software work its magic. To try out Wondershare's Recover It for free today, check out those links in the description down below. Big thanks to Wondershare for sponsoring today's video. Now, back to you, Matt and Jackson.
Now, before you click away, this is not sponsored. Innocn was just nice enough to send it to us, but they did not pay us or anything, so we can say whatever the heck we want about this monitor. We're just assuming for $640, it should look pretty awesome to us.
Yeah, for that price point, again, when we originally got the opportunity to take a look at this monitor, it was a well over $1,000 monitor, and at that price point, that's a lot to spend on a monitor. And I'm not saying $600 is not a lot to spend on a monitor, but when you're getting key specs like a QD OLED panel, you're getting that 27-inch size, you get 500 Hertz at a 0.03 millisecond response time, the price point is not too bad.
All right, but yeah, so the box is a little deceiving. I asked Matt, I was like, is this an ultra wide? Because it's a really wide box. So I'm curious if they put the stand like sideways, or maybe there's some extra goodies in here.
I don't know, that is interesting because this normally is like an ultra wide size form factor, but in this video, we're gonna be unboxing this monitor and we're just gonna react to it naturally. Again, as PC gamers, I think the fastest panel we maybe played on was like a 360 Hertz panel, something like that.
Yeah, and Matt and I we're not the guys for refresh rate.
No.
We're very much like that. This is so stupid when you go past, honestly, like 200 Hertz to us.
Yes.
And that's why we're gonna have Jonah behind the camera there and Zach, who both run over 200 Hertz. I think Zach's on 360. Yeah. We're gonna see if they can even tell a difference.
Yeah, we'll do a little blind test later in the video, but let's get this thing unboxed and see what it comes with, because hey, the price decrease at $600 makes this very interesting, especially for those who don't want to spend $600 on DDR5 memory. It's getting close to that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, instead just buy a $600 monitor.
Yeah, there you go, spend your money on that. In the back here, we have a big beefy stand. I always like to see that with a premium monitor.
Yeah, dude, the base is heavy. The base is like...
The base is crazy.
Dude, I mean, listen.
Yo!
That is steel.
You know what, I like that, you know, because again, most people, they probably will vase them out, but if you are gonna go with a stand, at least give us a good one. I mean, this one is definitely a good stand.
Dude, this is different.
That's
white cables.
Ooh.
You almost never see that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's attention to detail, so I'm assuming this is a white monitor or silver or something, but this is also nice. Not nice. We have a power adapter. So that part sucks.
Look how big she is.
Yeah, this must have USB pass-through.
It has to be USB pass-through.
Now, I will say mini LED and like OLED and stuff, they do use a lot of power. So 180 watts, that better have some pass-through, or else this is an insane amount of wattage.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet there is a pass-through option. I'll look at all the ports when we unbox it, but big power break, again, not a huge fan of that. We like the power supply to be internal so we can run just a normal power plug, but you know what, is what it is with cost savings.
This is nice. They gave us the display port and an HDMI. I know that's a big struggle a lot of people have. When you're not us with like a whole PC selling business, you don't have thousands of cables lying around.
So I guess they just make this bigger for the stand because the stand's huge. That's where the stand was.
Makes
so
sense.
That's pretty much it, which makes sense. The massive stand, maybe that's part of the reason companies don't give you better stands because it's hard to package them.
That's a beefy stand. That looks like it'd be for an ultra wide or like a 32-inch.
Yeah, I guess you're on the right track. Is the screen gonna be white though?
I think I see white bezels.
Oh, I thought they painted the whole screen white, you know? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the actual background.
The whole screen's white. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. All right, so yeah, standard 27-inch display. We got some bubbles here.
The display itself's pretty lightweight.
Yeah,
pretty thin.
We'll go ahead and put the, well actually we can show, where are the ports? Oh, they're right there. Yeah. They're hiding. 2 USB 3 ports, which do go with this USB-B for pass-through. We have 2 HDMIs and 2 display ports, an audio jack out and a DC power in. And for the on-screen display, we have the power button and a little nub. Little nub.
I will say, this is like an unimportant note, but something I always appreciate. I like when monitors do this. I am not a fan when all the ports face down. For cable management, facing down can be nice, but for when you got to plug stuff in and unplug stuff, I hate when they're on the bottom because you're like this, you know? So that's kind of cool.
4 video out's nice as well.
That is
I like having
crazy.
4. Normally it's like 3 is where we're limited to, but 4, pretty cool. We'll go ahead and install this stand real quick.
Maybe other way. There you go.
Slide, and
There
boom.
you go.
There, we're locked in. This isn't white.
Let's see if we can
Immersion
just...
ruined.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
You have
Everything
to
else
remove
is...
this.
Also goes through it.
Yeah, so it goes through it and then you screw this in. I mean, it's kind of toolless, but I personally would want to use a screwdriver to feel a little confident
Really tighten
about.
it down.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's good.
right there. Beautiful.
Heck yeah. Look at that. All right, let's feel it. What if that one part wasn't on all the way? I'm always scared of that, and the monitor just doop. All right, so we got height adjustable, we got axis tilt, and then we also have vertical. We got portrait
Which
mode.
is barely, you're going to have to do a little, it's going straight to the bottom
Yeah,
there
you'll have
unless
to
you do,
one
one
of
of them.
these like that. And look, you can go portrait mode. So I love seeing stands like this. We need more monitors like that.
All right, guys, it's time for the peel, the dramatic peel removal. Here we go.
Let's see it.
Sort of-
Oh, chunky. Very glossy.
Yes, glossy panel, which is cool for OLEDs. Glossy panels end up giving better overall visual quality. This is, again, a QD OLED, so it doesn't suffer from like the purple haze that some other standard, what do they call them? Like
WOLED.
WOLED. I call them WOLED because it's WOLED, but WOLEDs with the white emitting diodes. Basically, this one with the, what is it? It's I wrote it down. Let me read it.
Quantum.
Let me get this right, guys. Again, this is our first time looking at a monitor like this.
I have one observation before we turn it on. If you do want to use the USB pass-through, you will need to buy, that's a USB Type B 3.0, which
Oh, they
is
didn't
different.
give it to you?
I don't see it anywhere. Am I missing it maybe? I thought that was an interesting, unless it's isn't in the instruction pack. I didn't feel anything in there. So if not, then we didn't get one.
No, yeah, so we did not get the pass-through cable, which I think is quite weird. I would hope that was included, but you need to get a USB-B cable.
USB-B 3.0. It's a
Yes.
whole different connector than 2.0. I found that out the hard way.
there you go.
All right, well, let's go ahead and plug this thing in. Honestly, I barely ever gamed at like 300 plus hertz. Normally, we don't have PCs powerful enough to drive it, but we do have our most powerful combo, our 5090 with our 90-800X3D that Matt's going over to grab right now. He was laughing because he's like, this will be able to do it.
This is the
Only in
one
certain
time.
games. That's the crazy part.
In certain games, yeah, when we're talking about 1440p, ladies and gentlemen, but if you guys haven't seen our test bench that was graciously basically parted together using Asus products here. 90-800X3D, we have 32 gigs of very expensive memory from Team Group. We have the 5090, we have a nice, I believe 4 terabyte SSD installed, being cooled by a nice 360mm Asus Tough cooler. It's not the Asus, the ROG one, isn't it? This is the Tough one. Yeah, we're good. And all inside this awesome Asus Tough case, which, again, this is a really awesome test bench. If you're going to be investing this much in a monitor, I would hope you have a good PC like this to be able to drive it, because there's a lot of options on the market you can get that are 1440p high refresh rate, and even some OLEDs that are more budget friendly that you can get for around $300. That might be a better investment for a more mid-range PC, but for those with, high-end budget, you can get a high-end monitor like this. All right, guys, we got the monitor set up and everything. We're currently running the out-of-the-box settings, but we will show you guys the on-screen display settings so you can customize things. There is a quick access menu when you push up on the little nub in the back, so you can either do brightness. So right now I do have it cranked to 100, which I think out of the box, it was right at about 70, which I will say 70 to 100. It's a difference, but also we are in studio lighting and we're not looking at mini LED. We're looking at an OLED monitor. OLED monitors are a bit dimmer than mini LED if what we're used to with these high-end monitors, that ends up being the case. But we do also have picture mode as well, which right now we are currently on, I'm assuming an Innocn profile, which, can I change that? Let's see. The Adobe, sRGB, black and white reading mode, Mac mode.
Dude, it went Kindle mode on
I don't
you.
know what Mac mode is. I'm assuming eye saving mode, nighttime mode, reading mode, movie mode, MOBA, FPS, RTS, standard, and then back to the Innocn profile, which
a lot of modes.
Which I might just stick with the Innocn one. I don't really notice anything major different about it. We'll stick with whatever this out-of-the-box profile is, but as always, if you're gonna spend this much on a monitor, looking into calibration and customizing settings would be worth it for you to get the most out of it. But for most, it's personal preference. So and then exit guide with input signal, but let's back out of here. Let's go into the main menu. So under picture mode, we have all those same picture modes we can choose through: picture settings, brightness, contrast, everything like that. Game settings, you do have adaptive sync, HDR set to auto, game illumination, which I think is the RGB that is on the back of this monitor. There is
You can change the
RGB.
color.
Here's the color of it. Volume, it does have built-in speakers. You do get the normal picture-in-picture modes and just normal I/O settings here. Quick boots, quantization range, USB power, a bunch of different settings that you can customize. But again, we're running 100% brightness on the Innocn profile. HDR is set to auto. And Jackson and I are gonna play two games that I know will hit 500 FPS in, because that's the biggest thing, is what games can you get 500 FPS in? First one's definitely Valorant.
Yep.
That's one that I think I loaded up. We were able to get 1,000 FPS pretty easily. The other one is Fortnite, which actually, with this PC, gets very close on performance settings, maybe a few dips below, but I'll have Jackson enjoy some Valorant. I'll try some Fortnite. And then from there, once we get our, use with the 500 hertz display, we'll bring some people in to see if they can notice the difference between 500 hertz and work our way down.
60 hertz.
And 60. 60, noticeable.
So we have just loaded into Valorant, and we are currently getting 6 to 800 FPS. And I mean, yeah, this is, it's almost like hard to get used to because it's so smooth. But I will say, for me, I don't know if it feels a whole lot smoother than like 240 as a person who's rarely used 240. I run 180 at home to give you an idea on like how pleb I am when it comes to high refresh rate. But this is pretty crazy. It's very smooth. I definitely don't think I have the skill to utilize this type of FPS, but it looks amazing. I mean, the colors too. That's one of my biggest things. Yeah, I don't really think I feel like 500 hertz any different than 240, but the colors of this whole Q OLED is just really freaking good.
Yeah, I think the fact that this is an OLED really sells it. Honestly, more than the refresh rate, especially at the price. Obviously, you're paying the $600 versus like $400 that you normally would pay to get that high refresh rate. But the fact that it's a really nice looking OLED, and this is running on like a normal brightness profile. There is a highlight mode apparently, which I'm assuming would be good for FPS games to really pull the low lights in to see things in the shadows. That really cranks the brightness even more. But honestly, I like this level of brightness. It's not like eye melting, but it still shows all the images look nice and clear.
Yeah, we actually turned off the back studio lights too, and yeah, it is weird. It's like it is really bright, but like the colors are so good that it doesn't overwhelm you with like the white lights, if that makes sense. Maybe that's the Q part.
All right, you got locking. You got 500 hertz.
Yep, I know. I need to get it. Yep, I need to get like a little streak going. The worst part is these gamers are probably running 60 hertz and they're clapping my cheeks. Okay, buddy.
It's something about Valorant. You walk around a corner, dead. Walk around a corner, dead.
And then when you don't walk around the corner, you do that.
Yep.
I knew that person was still gonna be there. Freaking Tokyo.
Should type in chat, I have a 500 hertz monitor and a 5090, and I'm better than you.
Dude, you are such a loser. Oh my God, I'm such a loser. I'm not good at FPS games anymore.
We're on.
I say anymore. I don't know if I ever was. Oh.
Remember we did that throwback video a while ago where we were testing old consoles. We needed to bring out the 360 with some Halo, multiplayer controllers.
That would be so nice.
That's when the RAM markets get so cooked that we just buy old consoles.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see Zach and Joni's opinion on this because I know they're really gonna like it. They're both such tech enthusiasts when it comes to like peripherals, but I'm curious if they'll actually be able to. I think they can, but will they spot the difference?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I feel like Zach, he's kind of been more recently like, I don't know if I'll notice like 144 to 240, and if that's the case, he's gonna be like, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. But Jonah is one who seems pretty confident. He's like, I'm gonna feel, because he even said, hey, we should put this on the tripod so I could walk out of the room and not see it, so I won't know already. He's like, I want to go in fully blind. And I was like, okay, so we'll see.
No, I'm glad. So all right, well, Matt, if you want to try out Fortnite, which will be, I don't know who needs Fortnite at 500 FPS, but I'd love to see it.
Apparently me.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, we're in Fortnite in the battle bus, getting 1,000 FPS, baby. Wow, look how freaking buttery smooth. Yeah, this is smooth. We're playing some OG Fortnite on performance mode, 1440p. I think that's the big thing that is important here is a 1080p monitor like this with like a 9000X3 and a 5090 or whatever. You could find a lot of games at 1080p you can push that FPS. It's the 1440p part. Again, 1440p is a bit more demanding, not as demanding as 4K, but a bit more demanding than 1080p. So you still need a beefy computer to get these FPS numbers. Look how like
Peter's legs are getting weird.
Yeah, he's getting a little choppy loading in. It's the FPS, we can't keep up.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Like I can only think of a handful of games that could guaranteed get, because the problem is a lot of games even have caps built in where you can't even get 500 FPS even if your hardware could. So it's definitely like a use case monitor. Like this is gonna be for like that CS Pro or that Valorant Pro.
And even now, we're getting like 600-700 FPS. But we are definitely dipping below. We're not like consistently at that.
Stay tuned for the 6.7 PC. Oh my God, the
That
FPS
got-
almost didn't even help you.
That almost didn't help me at all. Yeah, no, the averages, sometimes we're down in the 500s. Again, this is top of the line PC. You're getting into that territory we're gonna have to watch our upcoming video where we optimize Windows to get us more FPS, because we're getting to that point where if we want to get to the super high FPS numbers, our hardware may not be the problem anymore. It's called the quad launcher.
It's got some bullet drop.
Also, I don't have any headphones, so I have no idea where any chests are, but we're just gonna ball. And don't misconstrue us reviewing this as us saying if you're a PC gamer, you need to have this high refresh rate of a monitor to have a good experience. You don't. We're definitely in the enthusiast territory of like, this is crazy. And there may be like a handful of pro gamers, which none of us here are real pro gamers, that can notice the difference or have a reaction to it. And that is a whole different review in itself. This is more just like, hey, we're average gamers. We see super high refresh rate. We're enthusiasts at this price point. Is it worth it? Is it cool? I mean, it's cool, but do you need it? Not necessarily.
Just the fact that it's 1440p for me. If this was 1080p and you told me it was the same price, I'd be like, dude, that's ridiculous.
Oh, no, no,
Oh God.
no.
Oh God. Go.
Oh, I stunk myself.
What the Sigma?
Oh, you know what? That high refresh rate didn't help me there. I just had horrible plays. That's great. All right, let's tell you guys how we're gonna do this experiment. All right, Jackson, we had fun with this. Well, I died in Fortnite, but what are we gonna do to further test this?
All right, so Zach and Jonah are like the resident gamers here. Zach actually has a 360 hertz OLED, and Jonah has I think this is a 280 hertz Alienware OLED, or does he have the KTC now?
His KTC OLED.
Yeah, which is probably 240 or
240.
280. They both think they could even use more. Like they're those kind of gamers. So Matt and I are gonna load up these games again. We're gonna test 4 different times on each of them. Basically 144 hertz, 240 hertz, 500 hertz. And they're gonna tell us what the differences are. What refresh rate do you think you're running at right now? The reason we're gonna do 4 is we're gonna repeat one of them. So maybe we'll do like 240 hertz twice, so that then if they're like, they're at the 240 and they're like, oh, they're going in order, next is gonna be 500. If they say that, then we know that they're just BSing us and they can't see the difference.
Pause for a second. Should we just do one game, or are we gonna want, because for consistency, we might need to get like a practice range for Valorant, or we're gonna have to have them re-queue each time for each refresh rate, or minimize and change.
We could probably Valorant to start.
Okay.
And if they can't even, if they just fail immediately, we can give them the choice. We can be like, well, if you're convinced that, you need another game, here's Fortnite.
Okay.
If not though, then, it is what it is.
All right, so let's pull up Valorant and get it set up for the first contestant.
All right, so for those who don't know, I'm Zach, video animator and graphics designer for the channel. My game accolades, I'm usually about Diamond, if not a little bit above Diamond most games. Like in Rocket League, I got Champ, Valorant, Apex Legends, League of Legends, Overwatch, everything like that, Diamond. So I would say I'm a little bit of a competitive gamer, but I'm someone who prefers visual quality over frames. I'm usually running ultra and high settings, aiming for a 160 minimum in games. So usually when I play comp games, I don't get anything higher than 300 unless it's Valorant or something that's stupid easy to run. So honestly,
yeah, and you're looking for 2 things here, Zach. So you're gonna guess what refresh rate you're running, and I just told him it's gonna be one of the standard refresh rates. That's all he knows. And then whenever the next one comes up, I wanna know, do you think it's higher or lower, and what's that number?
I'm gonna change all your keybinds, okay, Matt? I feel like this, okay. It does not feel like 60 to me, and I could be entirely incorrect, astronomically incorrect, but it doesn't feel like 60.
And there's no weird, we're not giving you 220 hertz, you know what I mean? You named off all the proper ones, you know them.
This doesn't feel like 60. I feel like it's too smooth, but I haven't also been a 60 hertz gamer in a very long time, so maybe I'm just incorrect, but I feel like I would notice. It feels like at least 144 to me, if not higher.
Lock in your guess, buddy.
I'm gonna guess 240.
240? Okay.
240.
All right, turn around.
All right, Zach, come on back. We got your new refresh rate?
Network problem, 60 hertz. Lock it in.
All right, so the 2, so now that you've already done 1, Zach, you're gonna guess the refresh rate again, and you're gonna guess, is it higher or lower than before?
Okay. Man, I'm stupid because I don't notice the difference. It doesn't feel worse by any means. So it doesn't feel worse. So I guess let's just go up. Sure, maybe, because I feel like me personally, I am not once it goes past 144, I would say once it goes past 165 even, I struggle to notice any difference whatsoever.
Okay.
So in my head, I have the narrative that you started high and you're just gonna keep going higher, and I'm not gonna notice. So I'm gonna say maybe like 300. Is that one 320? What would be the next like step?
I would say like
360.
360.
360 is the next. Let's go 360 then. Is either the last one was 360 and this is 240, or the other way around? Well, I'll go with that.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Cool. All right, get your head back over her.
Get your butt back over here.
I'm back over here. So what would be after 360 just for?
5.
This monitor is a
500
500
max.
hertz monitor, so.
And you said we're doing 4 tests. Okay.
The details.
I was just shooting. It feels smooth. It feels nice. It feels good. Telling hertz apart is something I could do like side by side, but going from 1 to 1 to 1, like they all just feel smooth.
So what do you got?
This feels.
If you got to give us something, are we going up or down from last one?
I feel like it was up.
Okay.
Like this does. Maybe I just had peanut brain and I just don't remember what was last, but this feels better. It looks good. Let's go. We're going up. It's 500.
500? All right. Plot twist, the setting is not actually changing anything.
That would be insane. All right, Zach.
Oh, I know the real test.
You can actually then you can jump out there.
No,
You can be a bot.
Look at this. Once again, all these, I would have no problem playing whatsoever on any of these. They all feel great. I can't go up from 500, so it has to come down, I guess. So we're going back down.
Okay.
Realistically, I feel like you guys, if I could change my answer, you guys started at 165 and just went up, 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 up. That's. I'll go with that. This is 500. The last one was 360. That will be my locked-in answer because they all feel great. They all feel beautiful. I haven't had complaints. I can't really tell the difference between them personally, but it's good. It's smooth. It's buttery.
Yeah, should we?
Yeah,
we can tell you.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So basically, we started with 144. One loophole is we didn't tell you we could leave it the same.
Well, wait, listen. The only reason we did that, Zach, is because we didn't, for like someone like Jonah especially.
Yeah.
We wanted that one to see if you guys are that smart where you can tell that it hasn't changed. Or if you're like, no, it's definitely like,
Yeah.
you know, each
But
time
it's been
it has to change.
changing. But
Okay.
there's only one time when the first and second one were the same. They were both 144 hertz.
Okay.
When you said this feels the same.
Yeah, you were correct.
Because it was the same. Then we jumped up to 500.
Yep.
Okay.
500 hertz.
So the third.
And then we went down to 240 hertz.
So now you're at 240.
I think it's just kind of like what I said. Anything past 165, like, it feels very, very similar to me. And I'm sure maybe if it was side by side, I could tell. But honestly, making the jump, like even my monitor at home, it's 360 hertz. When I'm gaming and I'm playing a game and get 160 FPS versus like 300, I don't notice a difference unless it's dropping between the two and you're getting those like stutters. But just like if it's raw constant performance, I don't notice a difference personally. So I'm not too surprised I didn't notice anything different from like 165 up.
This is kind of the answer I was expecting from
Yeah.
you. The one from Jonah is the one I'm
really
interested
curious.
to see because I want to know how confident he's going to be in his answer.
I feel like he's gonna be mad when it's like if it's wrong.
All right, so we got Jonah. He's back there. He's not allowed to look right now, but you'll see him in just
He'll
a
talk to
second.
you in a minute.
It's
It's
killing me.
All right, Jonah, the one hint you get is there's gonna be 4 tests, okay?
Yep.
All right.
4 tests, and it's going to be common.
This guy's got a whole Bitcoin machine.
Well, I was trying to steal away the BC250 we're giving away on twitch.tv/Toasty Bros.
We're actually
More
giving away in
information
the
about
Discord,
that.
by the way,
I
but
was not even playing.
Is it over?
and we're
Hasn't
giving
even
away
started yet?
and we're giving it away in the Discord, not Twitch, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Discord.gg/Toasty Bros.
There we go.
All right, well, I can see the, does the FPS matter?
Doesn't matter. We're
Oh,
changing
that's
the
right, 'cause
refresh
it's
rate.
changing the
every
refresh
time.
rate, okay.
Yep.
So the 2 things you're gonna guess, starting out, you're just gonna guess what refresh rate you think it is. We're only doing standard refresh rates, Jonas, so no weird numbers, just typical monitor refresh rates. You're gonna tell us what you think the number is, and then the next test, you're gonna tell us if you think it's up or down, and then what the new number is, okay?
Okay, I could probably game on this, so I'm probably gonna go like, I guess is it 165?
Well, what do you game on right now, by the way?
I game on 240.
Oh, okay.
And this is a little slower.
Okay.
Kind of tell. So I'm gonna go with 165.
165?
All right.
All right, cool.
Go face the wall again. We're gonna get you a new refresh rate, and you are good to come over, Jonah.
All right. Back at it.
Back at it
Back
again.
at the-
So you're gonna tell us if you think this is higher
This is
or
slower.
lower,
This is lower.
and what the new number you think it is.
Again, I wish I knew the actual number, but I would probably say this seems to be 60 for me.
60.
Like
okay.
I would guess this would be 60.
Okay.
Yeah. 60 to 75, depending on what settings it's at.
He
but
said 60.
He said 6'7".
He's looking
6'7".
out. He said 6'7",
if it's 100, it could also be 100. Again, I don't know the increments, so
and come back.
Next test. Test number 3, Jonah.
And we can't tell you the one thing. Obviously, one of these will be the 500 hertz because
Right. I figured that would be the case.
All right, higher or lower than last test?
This is much higher for sure. It's kind of tough to say. Watch this one be the freaking the 500. I have a feeling this one could be the 500.
You gonna put down 500 on this one?
I'm gonna put 500 on this one.
All right.
Okay, you ready for your last one then?
Yeah. It does get harder the higher up you go, though. I'll tell
All
you.
right,
That.
Jonatron.
Here you go. Last test.
Test number 4.
Watch this one be the 500. God damn it! This is the 500. This is the 500.
So you're saying higher than before?
Yeah, this is the higher one. This is definitely 500. Or if it, yeah, there's no shot. It's not. This is the highest one, so it has to be 500. The last one was probably what I was gaming at, so probably close to like 360 or 240, something like that. But yeah, this one's buttery smooth. Like motion blur is like, I think they probably have it on in the, with the settings and stuff, but this is freaking smooth. So yeah, this is 500.
Okay.
Do you want to know your the actual results?
Yes.
All right.
You might be brain dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go for it.
So number 1 was 144.
Okay, I should have guessed one. I figured it was around like.
No, it was 240.
It's 240.
It was
What?
240.
Because you said, this is worse than my monitor. That's why I
Yes.
said, what refresh rate do you game at when you said 240?
So first one was
Dang.
240.
240.
Next one we went to 144.
144. And
Okay.
you noticed that was lower, but you said
Okay.
60 or 75.
So I was off by like, if you bump my scores up by about 75.
Now
Yeah.
the third one, we didn't tell you this part. We went back to 240 again. And you said
Wow.
the third one was way faster.
Okay, but I guess from going from slow to fast, you do
I
feel
can see
better.
that.
Yeah, the big difference.
So
Yeah, for sure.
I was guessing what?
You said that the
Well, I said that
third one.
I felt like I was like, if it had to be the fastest, then
Yeah, you just were. You
Okay.
were like,
I think you said it
probably
was
500.
5, and then the last one was 500.
Because you did double. You went from 240 to 500. So obviously you can feel. We didn't do a 360. We didn't want to give you
Yeah.
guys too many tests.
I wish I knew like multiple choice, because then I could like I guess I could have like thought more. I'm like, okay, what does this look more like?
The main
specifically?
concern with multiple choice and the reason why we threw in the hidden one was we wanted to keep it as like. We didn't want you guys to be able to like possibly guess the right answer. We wanted to be like as educated as possible.
Like, I confidently know it is this refresh
Yes.
rate. But
Rather
you guys
than,
can comment
I
down
feel
below.
like it could be.
Yeah, you guys can comment down below and let us know if there was a different way to go about it. But I will say, and Jonah, you can give your opinion on it. Zach was basically the mindset of this feels the same, this feels the same, this feels the same, this maybe feels slightly faster. Now that you know what you saw, would you say gaming on a 500 hertz, at least from your gaming experience, do you feel like a major difference or a difference that would be investable for you? Or?
I mean, I will say I've never seen, and I'm a pretty picky person, especially when it comes to like monitors and stuff. Because I've gamed at 280, I gamed at 240. I'm currently gaming on 240 and on an OLED. I definitely think it's noticeable, especially in these titles like this. If you're a Valorant nerd or like a CS2 guy, then I think there's a case that should be made. I don't think it's going to give you necessarily a huge advantage. I think you need to be at 240 for like at a minimum for like all monitors nowadays, is because it's just so available for the price point. But 500 is really cool. I gotta admit.
It's pretty
Well,
cool.
that was a fun experiment, guys, and we'll wrap this video up.
So we just got done doing a lot of testing. Not only did Matt and I get to test this very nice 500 hertz monitors, but also Jonah and Zach, and that was pretty interesting. I like that they could definitely see that there was differences each time, so it's definitely not a placebo effect. That much we can definitely say definitively now, but it is interesting when you don't have them like side by side. It is a little bit hard to tell unless we were to like send people home with this 500 hertz monitor.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that, again, this monitor has a lot of features packed in at the price point. Again, we expect it for a premium price point, but at the price, I do think it has some good value. Take that loosely, because again, it is expensive, but all these features are expensive and you're getting a lot in this package. And from a name brand, this would probably run you about $1,000 from a normal name brand. So Innocn, good value here. And if you're somebody who feels like they can take advantage of a 500 hertz display, check the link down below. We'll be in the affiliate link and it will help us out. Let us know what you think of a gaming monitor like this that is 500 hertz. Are you a gamer that could use it? Let us know.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Now, if you didn't know, at PCBros.tech, we actually sell stuff like this. It's from reviews and stuff like that up front. You can actually come in person today and purchase one.
This monitor will be up there, so if you come to our local store in Louisville, Kentucky, you could take home this monitor today with a fresh gaming PC that you could buy from PC Bros. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You will save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Bye-bye.